Jolt is the flavour of the month as Arc 3.0 takes the Destiny 2 world by storm, but if you're fed up of living the Titan life in a hunter skin, punching everything to smithereens with Liar's Handshake, it's now time to electrify the minds of your enemies. Blind is one of the new key Arc 3.0 terms, but I bet you've hardly used it. However, thanks to the Arc 3.0 update, it arguably has the most synergy across both weapons and abilities, plus it absolutely is one of the easiest ways to shut down huge groups of enemies, making them easy to clean up as you blind everything. The whole new Hunter Arc Strider kit is primed for an infinite blind build, and it's all based around the new Spark of Brilliance Fragment. This effectively allows you to chain the blinding effect as long as there's enemies to shoot at and you keep clicking heads. The blast radius of this blinding explosion isn't huge to be honest, but it has some immense synergy with a certain exotic. Bombardiers were updated to interact with all subclasses in Destiny 2, triggering different secondary effects through its parting gift explosive that you leave behind after dodging. The blast itself will wipe out trash ads in an instant, but the tankier enemies and yellow bars will be left dazed and confused by your blinding blast. This leaves you the perfect opportunity to line up that headshot with your favourite precision weapon of choice and chain the blinding effect to whatever else is nearby rushing you. It's a really potent mix on its own as you can see, but with this next set of aspects, fragments and a few mods, you'll be a blinding machine. Gambo's dodge is once again where it's set up, because not only is this going to trigger your blinding dodge with Bombardiers, but it's also going to set up a near on infinite chain of disorientating blow melee ability, which also blinds targets and makes you amplified. Being amplified is going to buff your reload speed, make you more resilient whilst dodging, and it'll also set up the infinite dodge melee recharge you may already be used to thanks to the flow state aspect. Lethal Current is then going to add that jolting aftershock to your already blinding melee ability, and also give a bonus way to blind targets when damaging jolted enemies with a melee attack. Also, don't forget to chuck the Flashbang Grenade into the mix for even more blinding damage. With the remaining fragments that we've got lined up, we're aiming to lean into more resilience for the squeaky bum time moments as well as ability regen. As you'll be often charging into groups of enemies, Spark of Focus will grant that focused breathing buff and increase your dodge recharge rate. Then whilst you are surrounded, Spark of Resistance will allow you to tank some damage in the trenches. Then Spark of Ions will help to boost some all-round ability cooldowns by creating ionic traces on defeating jolted targets, of which the Gathering Storm Super will create in an abundance. You really want to boost your mobility as near 100 as possible to max your blinding dodge ability. Mods such as Powerful Friends and Utility Kickstart will do bits here. Elemental Ordnance, Font of Wisdom and Font of Might will boost your build even further. If you're fed up of Liar's Handshake, give this a whirl by using the Destiny Item Manager build link down below, and you can even chuck these two top tier mods into this build as well.